What's up everybody, my name is Tonny and I'm here with another Warframe guide video, and in this video we will be looking at the Boar Prime. So before we get into the build, let's take a look at the skin that I have here, and the skin here is the Hecaton shotgun skin. Alright, so onto the build. I got 3 builds for you guys. So the first build is the Riven build with 128 to code, 105 to electricity, and 121 to critical damage with negative damage to corpus, but that doesn't matter that much. So when it comes to this weapon, it is pretty fast in terms of fire rate, but also when it comes to damage though, it's pretty decent. Not as good as Tigress, but still pretty decent. And I'm going to show you guys how great this damage is on this build. But first, let's take a look at the mods. So we got the Hell's Chamber for split chamber, for the multi-shot, and then we got the Prime Point Blank here, Prime Charge Shell, that's a must-have. Toxic Barrage for the corrosive, Blades for the heat damage. Now you get 60% damage and 60% heat. That's pretty legit. So that's like around basically a 120 right there for me. But you know what? That's pretty good. So you gotta have Blades on that. No vicious spread because of the 90% damage. You don't need that. So when it gives you like a small buff though, so you don't really need that. Vigilante armaments for this. Of course the Riven and the contagious spread for the corrosive. Now with the status at 18 actually, 18%, that's pretty good enough to kill stuff pretty quickly, so that should be enough. When it comes to the Excellence mod slot, you might want to get the Vigilante supplies. That's like literally the only thing here that's pretty good. The narrow barrel is fine, but the accuracy is at 5.0 and you don't need that. So back to the other builds here. So we're going to have to go to the different route here. So this is the corrosive and heat. So when it comes to this one's blast, right? So with the Riven, but this one's actually corrosive and heat. When it comes to the damage, however, though, it's pretty decent. Not as good as the first build, but it still gets the job done. It takes around more than 5 to 6 shots at least, maybe 7. The next build is for those that wants to do some fast fire rate. So this is obviously another go-to if you guys don't like the second build. And this is the shotgun spaz fire rate build with the corrosive and blast. Now you want to have the chilling reload on this, so that way you can reload fast once you use up all your ammo. This shoots really fast, insanely fast. At 60% code, it should be fine to do some blast damage. Incinerate code as well. Toxic Barrage for the status chance at 18.0, and the Prime Charge Shell right there. Vigilante supplies as always. Notice that all of my builds are at 18%. That's pretty decent enough to make stuff do well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the damage right now. So the first build with the damage, no arcanes, no companions, and level 170 heavy gunners. Starting with only the body shots. So you guys can see that it kills them pretty quickly. Let's try with the headshot. Now when it comes to the range, it's actually pretty not that bad, but you want to, of course, want to get closer to them. So if I shoot from far here, from like right here, that's how much damage I would do to them. So obviously you want to get closer when you use your shotgun spaz, your Boar Prime. So you guys can see the damage between the headshots and the body shots. Let's move on to the second build. Now obviously no Riven on this build, so it's going to be a lot weaker than usual. So here is the body shot for this weapon. Headshot. Let's do one more. Okay, so those are the shots there. Should be almost similar to the first build, but again, it's a lot weaker in terms of damage, but it should still do almost the same. Except that there's no blast damage, except it's going to be heat instead. Let's go for the third build here, you guys. So this one's blast and corrosive. Similar to my first build, but you get faster fire rate. But of course, a lot less damage, so you guys can see that. This does 16,000, 20,000, this is 10,000. So let's do body shots only. Okay, that's a little bit too quick. Let's try another one. Let's try for the head. So, in terms of the damage sacrifice, it's still pretty decent to kill these guys pretty quick with the fast fire rate. Well, obviously you use up more ammo than you need to. So I don't really go to this build, but when it comes to fire rate for this weapon, it's actually pretty decent. So those are the 3 builds, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Hopefully this guide helps you guys a little bit on Warframe. It's still pretty strong. It can compete against Tigris, but when it comes to the fire rate and ammo capacity, obviously this thing wins over Tigris. So, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to support my channel. Until next time, you guys, peace out.